Humanity has impacted the waifu ecosystem in incomparable ways. Some species of waifu have become endangered, including the horse, which is why this episode of Waifu Planet isn't about horses. Well, that and the fact I don't really want to watch the Horse Girl anime. However, I thought I would turn your attention to the amount of landfill that humanity has been responsible for, as when looking at modern waifu reserves, some could say that it is trash as far as the eye can see. So, in order to cut down on trash, I'm going to encourage recycling, and to start off, I'm going to recycle my content. These are the segments that should have been in previous episodes of Waifu Planet. First episode of Waifu Planet was all about sharks, and you already know where this fucker is going. In the years since that episode, a waifu reserve has been created in the form of Hololive. With the recent launch of Hololive English, we have seen Guagura, an adorable girl wearing a shark outfit. And here I was thinking all I'd have to talk about was Ebisu. Guagura's catchphrase is, this is an enigma, as I have multiple hypotheses over what the A stands for. It could be for apex predator, because that is what a shark is. It could be adorable, because Guagura is certainly that. Or it could be, oh dear God, I'm lonely. It should be noted that sharks are closely linked with whales, and an example of a whale in anime is the white whale from Re:Zero. This is a beast that gets a beatdown that lasts over 2 episodes, with most of the damage being done to it by a pensioner. This is a man who lost his wife to the whale, so when he was deprived of poontang, he decided he would try and get some harpoontang. Now, onto the conundrum of what became of the princess mushroom. This fungus was the subject of an episode of Waifu Planet that was written regarding the Bowsette meme, a solid month after it died. This makes it one of the most timely videos on this channel. But, having played New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I can confirm that you can only access this item by choosing Toadette, and you're not going to do it because then you'd be a certified coward. But the zeitgeist surrounding this specimen was that of genuine love for a lizard girl. Understandably disappointed at his creation, God decided that he would teach us a lesson, and so he gave a member of Studio Passione a religious experience that prompted them to add the following to interspecies reviewer. After that, we all learned that we no longer wanted to fuck a lizard. While this is a show about waifus, this next character is one who I don't consider a waifu, but one whose waifu I would like to be. Omitted from the Penguin episode of Waifu Planet, Pen Pen is the only character in Evangelion that everyone likes. Some people think that Shinji is a whiny bastard, Asuka is an asshole, and Rei has so little personality that she is literally replaceable. However, you don't hear people talking shit about your boy Double P. When you look at his sharp facial structure and outstretched arms and compare it to Shinji's dark hair and slumped head, you will see that they represent the Virgin-Chad symbiosis. Shinji has to share a room with Asuka, whereas Pen Pen gets his own room. When Shinji was abandoned by his parents, he cried like a dumbass, but when Pen Pen is told that Best Girl may not return alive, he just doesn't give a shit. During a party, Shinji would probably sit in the corner monologuing about human relations or some boring existential shit like that, whereas Pen Pen would be cracking open cold ones with the boys and playing Come On Eileen. And so, these two have evolved into the modern age, with traces of Pen Pen in this penguin from Arknights, who has a whole-ass harem, and traces of Shinji being found in losers who spend all their time talking about their taste in fictional women over the internet.
Wait, is that a camera?
In recent years, the backlash against the Neko Girl species that I predicted in my Cat Girl video has come to fruition. Some have attributed this to the rise in dog waifus, and Korone being a wholesome 100 doggo. Even the mere utterance of the words makes me violently ill. However, it is not Hololive promoting this backlash. Instead, it is Netflix and their new film, A Whisker Away. Otherwise known as Wanting to Cry, I Pretend to Be a Cat. As is obvious from the title, this is a Mari Okada anime, and the message of the movie is that the girl should stop trying to become a cat, as while Neko Girls look like a stable middle ground, the truth is that giving into it will have you permanently become a cat, or something that is possibly even worse. Case in point, oh dear God, kill it with fire. However, Netflix have not condemned fairies hard enough, as proved by their recent endorsement of the genre Animals vs. Society. This genre began with the classic anime Animal Farm, where Hime Napoleon plans to become the farm's best girl. However, Netflix's recent interest in the genre was started by Beastars, a drama series that is genuinely one of the most gripping in years, whose twists and turns are on everyone's mind. Had it not been for this one scene that went on for far too long. Haru here is an interesting character, it's just that we see way too much of her. Which is ironic, as the other two Harus I know barely get any screen time. But the bunny girls I talked about in the Rabbit episode of Waifu Planet have been becoming more popular as of recent, such as with Pekura, who I admit is kind of cute. Finally, on to birds. The most recent episode of Waifu Planet. What I failed to mention is that birds are fantastically irresponsible creatures who lead you down the wrong paths. In Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, this bird is encouraging the two boys to break literally the only rule they know. In Vinland Saga, this bird is telling Thorfinn not to go back to the village and become the defender of his homeland that his father was, but instead it prompts him to go back to the life he had just been given his shot at escaping. Finally, in BNA, this gang of flamingos are absolute assholes. Nothing symbolic, they're just pricks. It says here I have to include another Hololive reference. So,
Look at all those chickens!
on a serious note, Hololive presents a problem for the ecosystem. If Hololive continues expanding, it will drive the pre-existing anime characters into obscurity, and even possible removal from their food chains. So in short, don't be the kind of degenerate who spends all day watching Hololive despite not really being able to understand it.
I think we've done this joke.